Hello everybody, welcome to Hermitcraft. I've actually had a message from Doc, believe it or not, and Doc has asked me to meet him over at Area 77 because I'm assuming it's part of Doc's projects he's got going on over there and not because of anything I've particularly done. However, you know what? I'm just going to pretend that I think it's completely benign and I'm not at fault for anything ever because yeah, I worry sometimes. Okay, so we're going to go head over to Area 77.
Oh, hello there.
I
You could finally
know.
make it.
I know it took me a while, but you know,
So, what is this, please? Um,
don't you like it? I worked really
you do
hard on that.
realize, Cleo, you do realize it took me a full month, right, to get rid of my Christmas tree at home. I come onto the server and be like, finally, that stupid chore is done. Let's do some Minecraft. Ta-da!
But, but don't you need TNT? Everyone needs TNT. It's a
Yeah.
present.
Not that there are like 50 armor stands stuck in there that would make taking
No,
this thing down,
no,
you
no.
know.
There's not 50. There's like 27. It's
Well,
nothing.
I see it as a piece of art. I leave it, but it reminded me of your glorious armor stand skills, and that's actually why I called you in. So I very thank you for the tree. I loved it. By the way, no problem. I was just a bit scary, because lots of creepers spawn out here. You see, I
Yes,
spammed the
building it
place
was
with
an
torches.
entertainment. It was
You know,
scary for a while.
this is a scar-heavy area, so obviously it's not lit up. And yeah,
Mm.
a few close encounters if this thing blows up would be a shame. Anyways, yeah, I called you because I'm working here on the mothership, as you know, and it tears up Earth. And I would like to hire you to do a little bit of a armor stand job of hermits abducted, being sucked up into the.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. I've forgotten how big this thing was. Oh yeah, that absolutely fine. Can totally do. But I'm just like, oh my, it's
Man, you don't
huge.
know how much I had to restrain myself from making an immature joke just now,
I
but
mean, if
I control myself. So
I'm glad you
yeah,
showed restraint. It's very
thank
mature
you,
of you. That'll be the
thank
first
you.
time ever. Uh,
Yes. Mhm. Okay, so yeah, do you think you're up for the job? I mean, I'd throw some diamonds at you if you want or something.
I mean, if you cover the heads, that's cool. That's what
Yeah,
like 20 or
sure thing.
so.
Wait, yeah, let's hop over here. I have some very well organized chests, and my head chest actually has a bunch of hermit heads in there already.
Oh
So
my
you can see. Let
god.
me see. There it must be some somewhere. I had it. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, here. Here, look.
I thought I was bad. You, oh crikey, you've got almost everyone.
Yeah, there's a bunch. So you can
You've
definitely
even got
take
me.
out
I'm
of
not sure
here.
why, but sure. Yeah, I'll steal. Oh,
Yeah, it's as I said, it's literally a death trap out here.
oh.
Okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, pretty much, I imagined them kind of being whirled up here, like sucked up like a hurricane towards the UFO,
Yep,
kind of,
absolutely can do that. People grabbing
staggered a
onto
little
each
bit.
other.
Yeah,
Um,
kind of if you do it outside of the beam thing, that would be cool. I'm not sure if some entities could maybe affect something here. Who knows?
oh,
This
so
thing is kind
around
of
the outside. Okay.
yeah. And then here, come up.
Uh,
Payments. All right. So
hang on.
we just do it like that. You know, I'm in a giving mood. I'll put my safe out here
I don't.
on
Where are
top.
you? Oh, you're there. Okay. Oh
Oh,
my
here in the
gosh,
middle. Yeah,
it's all jagged. Okay. This is
yeah.
not.
It's
It's not pleasant to run across.
no,
Okay.
no. It's also not meant to be ran across. It's just literally. So
Oh.
here you can see there is gems. There's diamonds. Help yourself.
Oh my gosh. I'm just looking. Right.
What?
For people on my screen. Comparison's sake, my life savings is less than a stack of diamonds. And looking at
Wait,
that,
what? Yeah, 27 blocks. That's all I have. That's my
that's
my
all
wealth.
you. I
Yeah.
have 61 diamonds.
You know
That's
what I would
great.
have gotten if I would have won Demise, but yeah,
Yes,
it's a
yes, I
different
do.
story.
But
Would have probably been the richest hermit ever, but well.
yeah, well, I don't remember you having very many.
So yeah, as I said, I'm in a giving mood. Take what you need to
To fulfill
accomplish
the
the project.
contract.
Yes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Looking forward to how it will turn out. I will throw some flying animals in midair, and of
Excellent.
course, as you helped on this project, you have lifelong use of this totally not dangerous and very easy to operate raid farm. Feel free to
Yes.
use it anytime.
Oh,
You know,
excellent!
it's
I will totally throw away my. I mean, yes, do that. My
it's
life
totally
is
safe.
totally
Don't worry at
safe.
all. Yeah, perfectly safe. Not that I just had 97 levels for some reason, and now I'm back to 5, but has
To be
nothing to
fair,
do
you
with the
did
raid
you,
farm.
you do probably just throw yourself off this thing. So
Maybe,
it's a long
maybe
way
has
down.
happened too. All right, so yeah, that's the deal, yo. Looking forward to see what you can do,
All right.
and yeah, have fun. Um, and yeah, make sure to sleep. As I said,
Make
it's
sure to
dangerous.
sleep. Yes, I know where the bed is. I will be using
You know,
that
please,
regularly.
please don't blow up the TNT tree, please.
The TN tree is perfectly safe. I shall avoid it like the plague.
All right,
All right.
nice.
It's a big old building, isn't it? This is quite impressive. I quite like this. Okay, no, that was that. This is gonna terrify me. It was an emerald block, not a creeper. I'm very aware that this exists. I am so deeply, deeply aware of the TN tree. It's untrue. Now, Doc wants people flowing up the outside, being sucked up into beacons. I can do that. I can absolutely do that and have them hanging on to things and all the kind of good stuff that you want. But I kind of want to have some people down here just grabbing onto like bricks, holding onto each other as they get pulled up, and then up the top maybe having like some superhero like Robert Downey Jr. moments at the top. So yeah, I've got a lot of leather. I've got a lot of heads to be placing. I'm gonna take this like a little bit at a time, I think, and then we'll leave the finale for the end. So yeah, where exactly? When he says around the outside, what does he mean? Okay, so well, there's this guy. Why is this guy here? He's just there. It's just a thing that can. So maybe someone holding on to this area being like sucked up, and just holding on, or maybe over here, or there's lots of places for that sort of thing to be worked on. Maybe like a human chain, like someone holding onto the earth, somebody holding onto their hands, someone holding onto their legs as they're being pulled up. That seems ideal to me. Is that actually a raid? That's not actually a raid guy. That's just a zombie. That's just a zombie with a head and a banner. Okay, that's fine. Now I need to figure out what it is I'm doing. In fact, I'm going to start with that vignette, but I don't necessarily know who I would choose to start with. That is the question, I guess. Okay, so little diorama number 1. So we've got Cub, False, and Joe being sucked up by. So Joe's holding on. False has lost an arm in the alien invasion, and then Cub's just sort of like, oh god, he's just sort of holding on as best he can to False, who lost an arm. For some reason, I seem to remember I've made False lose an arm before. I think maybe False in my head just has one arm. It's because she's a fighter. That's why. So yeah, that's number 1. And I actually really like that. Alright, so this is sort of what I had in mind for Wells. Just sort of jumping off into space with shield and sword at the ready. Ready to go and face whatever is in Mothership Zeta. I just think him on his own, but I need to figure out something for everyone. That's the hard bit. Alright, this is what I had in mind for Grian and Izuma. Grian's Grian's catching arrows in space, or at least they're trying to, that are being sucked up as well. And then, of course, you've got Azuma trying to catch the crossbow. It's a crossbow, Cleo. You've been in Minecraft how many years, and you don't know the difference between a bow and a crossbow. So yeah, they're sort of working together to try and get like things to fight with, because whatever is sucking them up into space cannot be good. Just as a general rule, anything that wants to take you into space, just probably say no, unless you're very, very clear about intentions before you start. So yeah, there's Cleo's space travel. Make sure intentions and consent is all sorted out before you even start trying to go into space. I don't know where I was going with this. You don't know either, so stop pretending that you do. Alright, so with Corrales, I figured that Corrales would be wanting to touch the transportation beams because it's Corrales, and then B-dubs would be going, no, 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 no. So that's them. Just in general. I am going to show this off in like a time-lapsey kind of way. Not me building, because that way madness lies. But just, I fell off this place a lot, as you can tell, at least 3 times. But yeah, they're Corrales and B-dubs trying to save each other, or at least B-dubs trying to save Corrales. Corrales kind of, you know, is his own worst enemy at times, but you know, that's his charm. So I'm really enjoying this, as you can tell. I do love doing the armor stand stuff. I don't know why other people don't use it. People keep on asking me that, and it's like, why don't the other hermits use it the way you do? And I'm like, I don't know. I need to make a school for them. I need to teach them, because basically hermits are storytellers. That's what we are. That's what we enjoy doing. So it's just another way to tell a story, man. That's all it is. And we've got Stress being sucked up. Also, Stress has lost arms. I'm not sure what it is with the girls losing arms, but definitely that seems to be a thing. And we have Ren and Stress. The idea is that they're both going for the sword that's floating. Hopefully, to murder some aliens. You might sense a theme, because, yeah, you want to defend yourself if you're going up against aliens. Or at least a massive raid. So, yeah, so that's a thing. And here I am trying to catch an axe because I like axes. Axes are good, just as a general rule. Axes are good, and I like the idea of me going to grab an axe just that's being sucked up into space. Because everything's being sucked up into space. That is what it does. Jassassin just lazing about. People said that I've forgotten Jassassin last time, so I made sure to remember him this time. So I'm specifically going with hermits who have been on the Season 6 server. So in case you're wondering. And this was my attempt at, you know, just trying to swim away from trouble towards the hangars, which is not away from trouble. That is definitely towards trouble. And we have Scar and Iskal, and Scar is pointing at the zombie dude, and Zedaf is over there. Hello, Zedaf. Zedaf is another one of those. I don't know how to pose, so just generic floaty pose. But yeah, he's pointing out, look over there, it's a farm. And Iskal's going, what are you talking about? We're going into space. And over here we have, so this is Jevin, who's got a pickaxe and is in a block. Unfortunately, the block is also going into space, but he's grabbing hold of TFC's foot, and TFC's foot is I was going to say TFC's foot is saying no. TFC's foot doesn't talk. As much as I would pay money to see it talking, it doesn't talk. I mean, you could probably, you know, get a lot of cash from that. But yeah, TFC is sort of floating away, and he's saying, oh no, please save me. Or something equivalent, or probably something saying, what are you doing? You should do it this way. Because TFC is just knows everything. Just does. Fact. Over there is Zuma and Grian. Down here is Keralis and Badubs. I'm not sure who that is over there. Oh, I need to go show you that one. Here we have the monster looking at a rocket going, I'm sure they did something. And I could use it right now to get away. And finally, of course, in the darkness is Doc doing his little Tony Stark. He's got a TNT block and a redstone torch. And he's going to murder some folks. And like, you know, just in the spaceshipy kind of deal. That worried me for a second. It's getting hairy out there. So I finished putting everyone in. However, you can't really see it very well from here. And it doesn't make quite the screenshot I had imagined. So, you know what? Time for a time lapse. Hi, it's Future Cleo here. The flyby ended up being about 6 or 7 minutes long. So if you just want to skip it, there's only like the goodbye at the end. So that's me looking out for you here. So that was Doc's alien beacon, you know, beaming everyone up into space. Can't do this very well because there's grass here. Yeah. However, there is one build that I've been putting off for a long time. Next episode, it's time to go home and finish the Juggernaut. I've been ZombieCleo. This has been Hermitcraft. Class dismissed.